No one is coming to save you. That simple truth reverberates in the silence you've created around your own potential. You have a life that waits for your command, a future that hungers for your action, a purpose that demands your blood, sweat, and tears. Nothing meaningful ever grows in the soil of comfort. You can lie down and let the days slip through your fingers, or you can plant your feet, brace against the wind of resistance, and push forward with every ounce of resolve you possess. The power to shape your destiny resides in the choices you make this very moment. It's yours. Own it. Comfort is a luxury you cannot afford. It lulls you into a stupor, numbs your ambition, and makes every excuse feel like a good reason. You've told yourself that you deserve rest, that you've earned a break, that hardship will come when the time is right. That time is now. Hardship is your ally, not your enemy. It tempers your will in the fire of adversity, strengthens your character in the crucible of challenge, and reveals the depth of your determination when everything else around you crumbles. Seek out difficulty. Embrace the struggle. Welcome the storm. Mediocrity is the silent killer of dreams. It creeps into your life disguised as good enough, convincing you that excellence is reserved for someone else. You were not born to chase the scraps of mediocrity. You were born to take the spotlight by force, to stand unashamed in the glory of your own achievements, to leave a mark that cannot be erased. Excellence demands sacrifice. It requires you to stay late, wake early, endure discomfort, and push past the point where most stop. That is where greatness lives. Your mind is a battlefield. The voices of doubt, fear, and hesitation scream louder when you attempt anything significant. Ignore them. They are parasites feeding on your hesitation. You have the capacity for greatness, but only if you silence those voices and replace them with the roar of unyielding conviction. Declare war on complacency. Declare war on indecision. Declare war on every little thought that wants to keep you small. Arm yourself with self-belief. Arm yourself with brutal honesty. Arm yourself with the unshakable conviction that you will never surrender. Action without passion is empty. Passion without action is delusion. Merge desire with execution. Let the fire in your gut propel your limbs. Let the dream in your heart drive your steps. When you wake each morning, let that passion hit your nerves like lightning. Feed it with persistence. Feed it with purpose. Feed it with the relentless pursuit of progress. Every drop of sweat, every sore muscle, every moment of doubt you overcome is a deposit in the bank of your success. You cannot withdraw from those deposits sitting idly by. You must invest them in hard work. Fear is the mind killer. It whispers that you're not ready, that the world is too big, that the gap between where you are and where you want to be is too wide. Stand up to that fear. Look it in the eye. Show it that you are bigger, stronger, more relentless than any fabric of doubt. Fear thrives when you give it attention. Starve it with action. The moment you step forward, that fear trembles and shrinks in your wake. Keep tramping over it. Keep trespassing on its territory. Let it know it can never contain you. You cannot outsource your success. No mentor, no coach, no best friend will do the work for you. They can guide you, they can nudge you, they can even push you, but in the end, your success is forged by your own hands. You must sweat the hours. You must grind the repetitions. You must stare down failure and say, try again. You must absorb every lesson pain hands you and convert it into fuel for tomorrow. That is the essence of self-reliance. That is the heart of personal power. Excuses are the shackles that keep you imprisoned in your own life. If you have time, you have no excuse. If you have health, you have no excuse. If you have a brain that can learn, a heartbeat that can endure, limbs that can move, you have no excuse. Excuses are the counterfeit currency of the weak. Spend them and you bankrupt your future. Refuse them. Cash in your sweat and effort instead, and build an empire of achievement on the solid foundation of your relentless commitment. Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. You will feel pain when you push yourself beyond your comfort zone. Good. Pain means growth. Pain means you're testing your limits. Pain means you're alive. Don't shy away. Suffer through the early mornings, the late nights, the aching muscles, the mental drain. Suffer because it breeds resilience. Suffer because it distills your purpose until all that remains is the absolute necessity of your success. When you endure pain, you ascend to a place where few dare to tread. Success is not a destination, it's a relentless pursuit. Every victory breeds new challenges. Every triumph reveals a new horizon. If you rest on your laurels, you stagnate. If you allow complacency to seep in, the world will pass you by. You must stay hungry. You must maintain the feral instinct of a predator. You must keep stalking larger goals, more audacious dreams, fiercer levels of excellence. Satisfaction can be a slow killer. Let it never catch you off guard. You are the sum of your habits. Your daily rituals carve the shape of your destiny. If you read 1 page a day, you become a reader. If you exercise once a week, you stay ordinary. If you work toward your dream a little bit every day, you move inexorably toward achievement. Replace the bad habits, the time wasters, the energy vampires with rituals that serve your greatness. Establish a routine so rigid, so disciplined, that deviation feels like betrayal. Let your habits be the scaffolding that holds your dreams aloft. Surround yourself with those who elevate you. Toxic influences, naysayers, and energy vampires have no place in your life. They whisper doubt, foster negativity, and sap your momentum. Seek out those who mirror your ambition, who ignite your fire, who challenge you to rise to new heights. But even among allies, remember that your journey is solitary. No one can walk your path for you. You share the road, but not the burdens. Each step, each struggle, each triumph is yours alone. Gratitude is the keystone of resilience. Even in the darkest hours, find something to appreciate. The heartbeat in your chest, the breath in your lungs, the chance to fight another day. Gratitude is not passive acceptance. It is a weapon forged in the fires of challenge. It reminds you why you push forward when everything else screams to stop. You fight for the gift of life, for the promise of tomorrow, for the people who need you to succeed. Never lose sight of that. Time is your most precious resource. Once it's gone, it never returns. You can earn more money, you can rebuild wealth, you can mend relationships, but you cannot reclaim a single second lost to hesitation, distraction, or cowardice. Treat every minute as a precious gem. Guard it. Invest it wisely. Waste none of it on trivial pursuits and fleeting pleasures. Measure your life in moments lived with purpose, not in hours squandered on mindless scrolling or idle chatter. Respect time, and time will respect you. Your standards determine your results. If you accept mediocrity, you will receive mediocrity. If you demand excellence, you will be pushed to excellence. Raise your standards now. Raise them so high that anything less is unacceptable. Hold yourself to a level of performance that terrifies you, a level that demands every ounce of your capability, and then surpass it. Day after day, relentless escalation. Let the world marvel at your ascent. Celebrate victories, but do not dwell on them. A win is a stepping stone, not a destination. A victory should inspire you, fuel your ambition, and remind you of what you're capable of, but it should never lull you into complacency. After every triumph, chart your next move. Identify the gaps that remain. Visualize the hurdles yet to come, then charge forward again, fiercer and more focused than before. There is always another summit to conquer. Legacy is carved by the relentless pursuit of purpose. You will one day be remembered not for the comfort you sought, but for the battles you fought. You will be remembered not for the times you stayed safe, but for the moments you dared greatly. Live today as if your name depended on it. Build a legacy that future generations will speak of with reverence. Create ripples that extend far beyond the span of your lifetime. And let your story ignite the courage of those who come after you. When everything around you betrays you, when every promise fails, when every plan collapses, remember this: your will is unbreakable. You may bend, but you will never break. You may fall, but you will always get back up. You may bleed, but your spirit will never be drained. No one is coming to save you, but you carry within you an invincible fortress. Storms may rage, earthquakes may shake the ground, but you stand firm because you decided to. Now is the time to ignite your resolve. Now is the time to seize your power. Now is the time to banish weakness, cast aside doubt, and charge into the arena of your own making. Your destiny calls, its voice echoing in the chambers of your heart. You must answer, not with words but with action, not with promises but with proof, not with dreams but with deeds. Stand up, step forward, and claim what is rightfully yours. No one is coming to save you. It's on you now.